Welcome students. In last session, we have discussed how to write HTML programs on Android mobile phone using NWriter application. Today, we shall start with our 12th standard syllabus. In 12th standard, we are having first chapter that is advanced web designing. In 11th standard, we have already discussed impressive web designing lesson, and in that we have discussed HTML tags, attribute, and how to write simple HTML program. We have also discussed how to design simple HTML forms. Same topic is continued in 12th standard. So in 12th standard syllabus, first lesson, advanced web designing. In that we are having first topic, forms in HTML5. Forms are used to accept input data from the user. That means when you want to accept any information from the user, you will design a form. Suppose college want to continue with registration process for admission. So college will design admission form, and using that admission form, college will collect the input information from the user. Forms consist of form object. These forms are having different objects such as text box, radio button, checkbox, drop down list, submit button, reset button, etc. To design form, we can use these different elements, and using these elements, we can design HTML form. Form tag is used to create a form in HTML web page. Wherever you want to start with the form, you will use form tag, and slash form, that is end tag, is used to end the form. So all form elements are placed inside the body of the form tag. So whatever elements you are using, let it be text box, radio button, checkbox, drop down list, submit button, reset button, text area field, or any other field which you want to include inside the form, that you need to write inside the form tag and ending tag slash form. In form tag, we need to use one important tag, that is input tag. So input tag is used to create text or input field. Means when you want to design text input field or any other input field, we can use input tag. By changing the value of the attribute, or by changing the value of type attribute of input tag, it creates different elements like text box, password, submit, reset, radio button, or checkbox. So to add this element, you can use input tag and its attribute type. And input tag type attribute can take 10 different values that we have already discussed. So again I am repeating. So this input tag type attribute can take 10 different values. These are text, password, submit, reset, radio, checkbox, hidden, image, file, and button. Suppose you want to design text box, then you will put code like input type is equal to text. So it will create text box. If you want to create password field, then you will put input type is equal to password. If you want to design submit button, then you will put code input type is equal to submit. So like that, by changing the value of type attribute of input tag, we can include these different elements on HTML form. Now let's take one example. Or in board exam also, you may be asked to write HTML program. So program 1, write HTML program to design an email login form. Suppose you have been asked to design email login form. So its output is shown over here. This is the expected output. And for getting such output, you need to write code. In examination, output will not be given. This you have to imagine. Only textual description will be given. So question will be write HTML form to design email login form. So here in output you can see email login form in H1 heading, then email ID label is given. After that one text box is there. Next label password. After password there is password field. So whatever content you are typing in password field, it should display like asterisk symbol or dislike symbol or dotted. So it should not be readable to other user. If any person is sitting next to you, then that person should not be able to see which password you have typed. Then there is login button, that means submit button, and cancel button, that is the reset. So here you can put input type is equal to submit for submit button, and on that value we have placed that is login, and second button that is reset button, and on that we have placed value cancel. So I will demonstrate how to write this program. So on my Android mobile phone, I need to open this application, that is Anwriter free application or Anwriter free HTML editor. Now we want to write code in HTML5. So as you know, every HTML5 code will begin with doc type HTML. Then first tag we require, that is HTML. Next tag we require, that is head. Then title. Then put title to your web page. Suppose I am naming it with say my web page. Then close title. After that close head. Then we need to start with body tag. If you want to use attribute of body tag, then you can use say bg color is equal to say yellow. Then you want to display one sentence in h1 heading, so that is h1 say here email login form. Then close h1. Then I will leave 2-3 lines, close body and close HTML. This is simple code I have written. Then if I want to check its output, then click on option play. So it will display you the output, that is email login form, and its background color is yellow. Now I want to start with actual code for designing the form. So again I will move back to my source code. Inside source code, to start with the form, I need to use form tag. Then I'll put 2-3 lines, or at the end I will close the form. Now all the form elements should be written inside the form tag and ending tag slash form. So here I want to put label, that is say email ID. So here I am writing email ID. After that I need to put text input field. To input text input field I need to use input tag. Its type attribute type is equal to text. So it will display text box. If you want to name this text box, then you will put, say, name is equal to T1. So I have named this text box with T1. Now again, play this form or run this form. In preview, you can see email ID and there is one text input field. So whatever content you will type, or suppose your email ID is, say, ABC ABC at the rate gmail.com, like that it will display text input field. Again, I will move back. After that, I want to move to the next line. So to move to the next line, you will use break tag. Again, break tag. So I want to put one line gap. Then I want to add password field. So I need to put label, say, password. Then to include password input field, you will use again input tag. Its type attribute and its value will be password. So it will create password input field. Then if you want to name this password input field, so you need to use name attribute of input tag. So name is equal to, say, P1. So this password field we have named with P1. If you want to check output, you can check it. So here, say, email ID, text input field, password, and here password field is created. Now suppose your password is 1234. So if you type 1234, that text will not be displayed, it will display dot symbol. Again, move back. Now I need to put submit button. So again, to move to the next line, you will use break tag. Again, break tag. Then you need to put login button, that is submit button. So here again you need to use input tag. Its type is equal to submit. Now you want to display value, that is login. So you will use value attribute, value is equal to. Now whenever more than one word are there, then that value you will put in double quotes. So inside double quotes, I am writing here, say, login. So it will create login button, that is submit button. So you can check in preview. So here login button is added, that is submit button. So it will submit form data to the web server. Again, move back. Now I want to add one reset button. So again you will use input tag. Its type attribute and value will be reset button to reset the form data to its default value. Again, value attribute, value, which value I want to display, that is, say, I want to display there, say, cancel. Okay. So now you can check in the output. See, this is your actual code ready for the form. You can run this code and check the output. So here, email login form, email ID, you can put email ID, say, abc @ gmail.com, password 1234, whatever password you are typing, it will display dislike symbol. When you click on login, that form data will be submitted to the web server. And when you click on say cancel, that is the reset button, this form values will be reset to its default value. So I hope you have understood how to design login form in HTML. So you may practice same program. Okay, so with this we have completed one HTML program for the form. I hope you have understood this program. Thank you.